Welcome, writers! Before we dive into the craft of writing, I'm going to give you a quick overview of how we'll be spending our time together today. This workshop is divided into two parts, each designed to help you build a strong foundation for writing a compelling novel. Part 1, which we will discuss today, will focus on character development and conflict. We'll talk about what makes a memorable protagonist, how flaws drive the story, and the tension between what a character wants versus what they need. You'll also get to do a short writing exercise to create your own original character. This is an interactive workshop. In Part 2, we'll explore the roles of the antagonists, the story's climax, and how to create a meaningful resolution. Again, that will be in Part 2 of this workshop series, following the next Writing Kubuli workshop. By the end of this session, you should leave with a blueprint for a character-driven story and the tools to bring it to life. So let's get started. Lesson 1. Creating a memorable protagonist or hero. The protagonist is not perfect. They are flawed, layered, and relatable. Here are the key traits of a great protagonist. 1. A clear goal or desire. This drives the plot. What does your character want more than anything? It could be love, revenge, freedom, belonging, or success. 2. A strong flaw or limitation. This makes your character human and creates internal conflict. Common flaws include pride, guilt, fear, or insecurity. A unique voice or perspective. What makes your character's point of view different? How do they see the world? This gives depth and personality to your writing. And 4, an emotional connection with the readers. Readers must feel something for your protagonist, whether it's empathy, admiration, or even frustration. The emotional bond keeps readers invested. Here's an example. Harry Potter. On the surface, he wants to belong, but his deeper need is to believe in himself and embrace his identity. His flaw? He sometimes lets anger cloud his judgment. What makes us care? He's brave, loyal, and stands up to injustice, even when he's afraid. Now, let's break down two powerful storytelling forces, want versus need. The want is your character's external goal, the thing they believe will solve their problems or make them whole and happy. The need is the internal truth they must learn to actually grow as a person. The tension between these two creates the emotional arc of your story. For example, a character may want to win a prestigious award, but what they need is to accept themselves and let go of perfectionism. So this is where the magic happens. The story unfolds as the protagonist chases their want, but is forced to confront their need. Now it's your turn. Take about 10 minutes and sketch out the basics of your protagonist. Use the following prompts. What is your protagonist's name? How old is he or she or they? What is their biggest goal? Now, give your protagonist one major flaw. For example, fear, guilt, pride, or jealousy. Let's recap. So what makes a great protagonist? A clear goal or desire, a strong flaw or limitation, a unique voice and perspective, and an emotional connection with readers. For example, Harry Potter wants to belong but needs to believe in himself. Think of your favorite protagonists and characters. What makes them stick with you long after the story ends? Chances are they have a strong desire, a flaw that holds them back, and a way of seeing the world that feels honest. In this section, I want you to reflect on how all 4 elements work together. A clear goal drives the plot forward. A strong flaw creates conflict. A unique voice makes the story fresh. And emotional connection keeps readers hooked. Remember, perfection is boring. Flawed characters are real, and real characters are unforgettable. Now, let's focus more closely on the concept of want versus need, a key to crafting compelling internal character arcs. Every great story places a character on a journey. That journey often begins with a want, something the character believes will fix their problem or bring them happiness. But along the way, they encounter obstacles that challenge their view of the world. These challenges reveal a need, an emotional truth or realization the character must accept to grow and evolve. Here are some examples. In Little Mermaid, Ariel wants to live on land and be with Prince Eric, but what she needs is to understand that self-worth doesn't come from changing who you are. In The Hunger Games, Katniss wants to survive and protect her sister, but she needs to realize her role in inspiring rebellion and chooses to fight for something bigger than herself. This contrast creates tension and fuels your plot. A story becomes powerful when the character's pursuit of what they want keeps clashing with what they need to learn. Think of want as the plot engine, what moves the story forward, and need as the emotional engine, what gives the story depth. So you need to keep asking yourself, what does your character want? What truth are they avoiding? And how will their journey force them to confront that truth? To apply this to your own story, try writing one sentence that summarizes what your character wants and one sentence that defines what they really need. For example, Jane wants to prove she's the best journalist in New York. Jane needs to accept that being vulnerable makes her a stronger storyteller. The story becomes the space where Jane's desire for recognition forces her into tough choices, revealing that her emotional honesty is her true power. Let's recap and build. You've given your character a name and a strong motivating goal. You've picked one major flaw, something that shapes their decisions. You identify the lie they believe about the world or themselves. Now imagine one scene that will confront this lie. What happens, and why does it shake them? Don't overthink it. Go with your instincts and have fun. Next time, we'll explore how to write a good antagonist. How do you make your villain a really good bad guy?